Alright, so TikTokers are probably the most low IQ species out there, because today I found something that just makes you think, why? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the point where TikTokers think that snow isn't real. I have genuinely lost all faith in humanity at this point, so let's talk about this. But before we get into this, I just want to say real quickly to go follow my Instagram, @GliderGuyYT. I'm trying to grow my other social medias at this point, so if you want to help out with that, then it'll be top link in the description. Anyway, back onto TikTokers thinking that snow isn't real. So I originally found this video from Pegasus, and it's basically this person who thinks that snow isn't real. Now the context is that this person puts a lighter up against a snowball, and because the snowball didn't melt instantly, this genius thinks the snow is some sign of, and because the snowball didn't melt, this genius now thinks the snow is some sort of social experiment, and it's all just a lie. Now I'm gonna be the first to admit, I've never seen snow with my very own eyes, like in real life before. I haven't touched snow or been anywhere near snow because I live in an area where it simply just doesn't get cold enough for snow to actually exist. But I think it's pretty much common sense that something as cold as ice doesn't just melt instantly just from like a little lighter. And like Pegasus said in his video about the whole situation, that there are different properties in the snow that doesn't make it instantly melt. But I'm open to hear this TikToker's point of view because, you know, I'm open to hear people's opinions. So let's see why they think the snow isn't real. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel because we're getting really close to 200,000 subscribers. And anyway, let's just jump right into this.
Thank you, Bill Gates, for trying to fucking trick us that this is real snow.
Okay, first of all, why are you calling out Bill Gates? Even if the government were to do something like this, like, I don't know, drop snow out of airplanes or whatever, why are you blaming Bill Gates for this just because he's a billionaire? I swear, Bill Gates gets so much unnecessary hate, I don't get it. People think he's literally working with the government and he's just some sort of secret agent that's doing all this sort of stuff, trying to get people's information. Like, nah, mate.
You'll see, it's not melting.
The hell?
And it's going to burn.
Okay, well, yes, it is actually melting. I'll get to that in a second, but we'll just keep playing this video. But I gotta say, first of all, yes, the snow is melting. Just because it doesn't look like it is, doesn't mean it isn't.
Snow don't burn. Snow fucking melts. No water, no dripping, no nothing. If I put this shit in the microwave, it's gonna start sparking. Because there's metal mixed in it.
No, there's not. I can understand why you think that stuff outside of the snowball is metal because, you know, it sort of looks like it. But again, if you just use some common sense, you can understand that lighting something on fire makes it burn. Like, if you burn wood or something, it obviously turns black because, you know, like, it's turning into charcoal. Because the fire is obviously burning it, so it wouldn't stay how it is.
So you see that?
No way.
No melting.
It got harder. Try it again.
Not melting.
That's not water.
It's just burning.
Put it closer. What the hell?
See?
Mate, this video right here is literally just TikTokers in a nutshell. Firstly, we had people like Bryce Hall, then we had people like Zoe Laverne, and now we got people like this who believe the snow isn't real. Let me break this down for you as someone who has never touched snow in their life. Basically, what is happening here is that in this clip, when the lighter is touching the snow is actually melting and it is turning into water. But what's happening to that water is it's being sucked back up and it's basically receding back into the snowball, therefore making it seem like it isn't melting and it's actually just burning, when in reality, the snow is actually going into the middle of the snowball. It is actually melting, and the reason that the snowball turns black when you put the lighter up against it is because there's no more water for the snow to actually melt, so the snowball just burns. So that burning stuff on the outside of the snowball isn't metal like you thought it is, it's actually just extra burning stuff that came from your lighter. I'm not exactly too sure what it is. Now, if you actually waited an extra 10 minutes and you melted the entire snowball, you would actually see that there'd be water inside the snowball, and it would just melt completely. I'll show you a clip where this guy basically explains it a lot better than I do. He basically sums it up, so I'll be playing this now because I'm not really too good at explaining it.
In January of 2014, Atlanta, Georgia got hit by a bit of a freak snowstorm. Put down about 2 inches of snow and ice in the town, which basically paralyzed everything. Now, what I wasn't expecting was a conspiracy theory about this storm. Of course, there can be a conspiracy theory about anything if you're imaginative enough, and this one's pretty imaginative. You see, it wasn't actually snow that fell. It was geoengineered snow or government-made snow, and it was deposited by airplanes via chemtrails, and maybe it's made of nanorobots and right? Well, this came about because what people were doing somehow, and I'm not really sure how this started, but they would make a snowball, and then they would take a lighter and hold it up to the snowball, and they would expect the snow to melt into water, of course, and then drip off the snowball. And that's not what happened. Instead, they would hold up the lighter, and the snow would sort of collapse in on itself. It wouldn't drip any water, and then the snow would get scorched like it was burning, like it wasn't made of water, because of course, water can't burn. But but that's not really what's going on, and that's what I want to show you. Pretty much what you'd expect. So let me bring the snowball up here, and I'll bring it right up here so you can see it. And I'm going to turn the lighter on. Boop, there you go. And I'm going to put that right here. Now watch what happens. You expect the snow to drip, right? The water to drip? Not, well, a little bit of drippage, but not much in there. Nothing. So what's going on? Well, what I think is going on here is two things, actually. One is that the snow is melting. It is turning from solid into liquid, turning from ice into water. But where is it going? It's not dripping. I don't think it's evaporating or sublimating, turning directly from a solid into a gas. I think where it's going is into the snowball, right? I think that as it turns into water, the snow itself is absorbing that water and becoming slushy.
Now that was a pretty good video about how this guy basically explained the whole thing. So you know, I'll leave this guy's video in the description. It was made back in 2014 when people genuinely believed that snow was fake, and now for some reason people are bringing this back into 2021 like it has any relevance just because it's snowing again. I don't know what happened in 2020 to where people think that snow isn't real now. I guess it's just TikTokers with literal zero brain cells who have a wide enough sort of voice to where theories like this are actually becoming relevant. I don't know how it happens. How have we let people like Zoe Laverne and then people like this who genuinely think snow isn't real run the platform at this point? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So now we have this other video that goes through about a minute of this person who is doing the same thing, basically thinking that snow isn't real because when you light it, it doesn't automatically drip. But again, like, why can you just leave this out for an extra 10 minutes and actually show what happens after you melt the snow? Because it actually does turn completely to water. Like, these people just don't have enough attention, and you know, they just don't have the brain capacity to sit there for an extra 10 minutes.
Okay. Doing another one because people said that they
Fresh ice for
out.
fresh snow for all the haters.
Oh man. Okay, here we go. Ah, the flame. Come on, flame. Snowball. Not melting.
Yes, it is melting. Maybe if you just like looked it up on Google. The thing I don't get about these TikTokers is that they literally have like the whole world's information at their fingertips. All they have to do is go to Google on YouTube or anything like that and just search up how snow melts. Like, it's not really that scientific to the point where you need to be a rocket scientist to figure this stuff out. Like, all you need to do is watch one YouTube video like mine, for example, and you can just get all the information that you need, and you don't have to worry about Bill Gates for somehow like adding a bunch of extra stuff into snowballs. The thing is, I don't even know what Bill Gates would get out of this by doing this. Like, the theories that these TikTok people come up with is just so weird.
And turning black. Didn't melt.
Yes, it did melt. It's inside the snowball. I don't get TikTokers.
Come on, flame. There's a flame. Come on. Not melting. And turning black. It's not melting. See?
Again, like, I know patience might be an absolutely crazy concept to you, but if you literally just sat there for an extra like 10 minutes or so, then I don't know, maybe the snow would actually melt. But the thing is that these TikTokers just want to get their videos out as fast as possible. If they see something that looks a little bit suspicious, then they're instantly going to post it. Like, if you just had the tiniest bit of patience, like more than the span of a 3-year-old child, maybe you'd understand that if you sat there for a little bit longer, then it would actually work. And like I showed in that clip before of this guy who debunked this whole conspiracy theory, if you actually put it on like a frying pan or something and leave it there for a few minutes, it actually just melts completely and it melts onto the pan. So I don't understand why you've decided to post this, because it literally just, all you have to do is sit there for an extra few minutes and it just melts. I don't really get TikTokers. I don't get why they have such a massive voice and a massive platform. Like, the amount of stuff that they just pull out of thin air just makes genuinely no sense to me. Like, I get that the TikTok algorithm just literally promotes people being stupid, just like the Twitter algorithm does. Like, for some reason, if you have a completely backwards opinion that makes genuinely no sense, then that gets promoted in the algorithm. And it doesn't make it any better that people are literally like commenting on their videos and duetting them, being like, oh my god, you're so stupid, because all that does is just promote it to a larger audience. So yeah, this genuinely just makes no sense to me. Like, all you have to do, again, like, you literally have the whole world at your fingertips. All you have to do is go to Google, type in something like how does snow melt, or like the properties of snow, or literally just go to year 5, or literally just listen to your year 5 science teacher who probably taught you this stuff stuff that you just forgot about completely. I mean, I guess school isn't really the best way to learn stuff, but then again, like, this is such common knowledge. How am I, a 16-year-old who doesn't even live anywhere near snow, having to tell a fully grown adult about how snow basically melts? Like, you literally have snow in your backyard. Like, surely it wouldn't be that much of a crazy conspiracy that snow melts by receding back into the snowball. Anyway, this is just my thoughts on this story. If you guys have any other opinions on this, whether you think that this is real or not, whether you think these TikTokers are just doing this for clout or something, I don't know. But anyway, with that being said, thank you all for watching. Again, make sure you follow my Instagram at GliderGuyYT. And with that being said, thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you're new, like the video, and yeah, I guess I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!